Hey folks, and welcome back to Mashinky and the 5th era update. We are overlooking Irvine here as Train 2, which still needs a name, pulls into the station. Last episode we got some basic logging set up, and today we're going to deliver the product of that to the Toolworks to start earning some timber tokens. I found out they're called because we got this new quest, Delivery of Timber. 200 units of timber to any Toolworks, and that's what we plan on doing. I've done a little bit of layout work here, mostly to kind of count how wide these are going to be. It's looking comically wide, but there's a decent reason for that, and that is we've got these two merging highways, essentially, we'll call them, for lack of a better word. I'm sure there's something much better. Each track is going one direction, so we've got, you know, a direction going this way, and then the bottom is going this way, and then it's going to merge with the north and south line. Merging north, no big deal. We just have this line. And the reason it's so wide is because to merge south, I would like to do that without crossing this bit of track here. And there's a few ways you can do that. One, we could just do a bridge. And the thing with the bridge, though, you can't just do it from this length. You know, it's just not... It doesn't have time to get high enough. So you need to give yourself enough space to do that. And that amount of space is 3 basically away. So you need to start 3 tiles away. And as I extend this, you'll... Oh, I don't have enough tokens, but this would be fine if I had enough tokens. That middle would be just high enough to get over. So that'd be one way I could do it. And if I tried to do it here, there's just not enough room. Because this other track would be in the way. So I've given myself plenty of room. Not just for a bridge, but say I wanted to do a tunnel. That would work. And a tunnel either direction works too. If I wanted to do one from this direction, that would be fine, and then this could just go straight through it. Because the plan is that this track is just going to go straight through and then merge south with this. But I don't want this crossing here, because that's going to slow down trains. And then I have our way out. Now our Toolworks station, I'm thinking, is going to be the end of the line. So I'm going to have just these main highway tracks feed into, and then support trains coming out of the Toolworks station. And I'm thinking this is going to be a multiple track, eventually maybe even 4 track station. And we'll get the first one in now, although I'm going to speed it up to get some money coming in. And I wonder if there's any quests we're getting close to. The deforestation one, yeah, I would love to try for that, but we just don't have the money to get it set up in time. And if we barely didn't do it, then it'd be absolutely not worth it. 3 station extensions, that will happen naturally, I'm sure. We'll have 3 trains here, 3 more trains soon enough, and then the timber delivery. Yeah, so this is all hinging on getting this set up at the Toolworks here. And the money is starting to creep up. So let's see how we're doing here. Irvine, up to 11 buildings. Are we getting close? Yeah, kinda. I mean, we're a little bit more than halfway. We're getting there. Baltimore is now up to 12. That one's a little bit closer. And then El Paso actually doing okay, up to, what, 6 now? Okay. Switch back here so I can see a little bit better. Is this one new, or were we at 6 last time? We probably were last time, but it doesn't take that many. For some reason I thought that train came in the wrong direction, but no, that's how we have it set up. Got the bullet in quotation marks because it only goes 40 miles an hour, but at the time I'm sure that's pretty damn fast. They're cruising around, earning us money. How is Irvine doing here? Okay, good. Irvine's gotten to the point where we're not picking up quite everyone with each train, although I guess this one will finish them off. Alright, 35. See the people just flying into the station. I actually like that effect. Yeah, so that station's doing quite well. Baltimore could be doing better. I really miss having these 3 buildings in the catchment area. And unfortunately, I don't think there's really anything we can do. There is something under decorations that will actually extend your catchment range a bit, and that's these platforms. They might seem like they're just decorative, but if you see as I scroll down, it actually is extending the station a bit. But the problem is I can't extend it back this way. Well, you know what? I think I can't, but let me try. Maybe I can. Holy crap, just for 20 coins I can do that. Sorry, I should have been doing that a long time ago. Okay. Well, that was a good investment, I would say. I'm going to join these roads up, because it's kind of bothering me. I do want to kind of discourage them from continuing to expand in that way. Wow, 300 to destroy an intersection. Guess we won't be doing that. But yeah, for some reason I didn't think we could extend our station this far out unless we were to build this signal box here, which extended our max size. But, well, now we know. You know, I'm going to change this one. What do I get if I destroy this? Well, I'll lose the catchment area for a moment. I don't know if that cost me anything. I'm going to decorate one with trees here. Oh, that's 25. Terrible use of money, I'm sure, but let's take a look. Okay, you know, improve the look of the station a bit. And fantastic, now we're getting 3 more houses, and one just got built, which will also now be in range. Fantastic. Okay, so we should see Baltimore start picking up quite a bit here. El Paso is just expanded again, and that is also in our catchment range. Okay, so the money should start improving here. I feel like we got off to a slow start, but we should pick it up. I mean, given it's 1930, we should probably be a bit further. But I think we now have enough money to kind of get this going in earnest here. And yeah, since the track is gonna be coming this direction, I guess just straight into the bottom. Or do we want to have it branch off earlier and come into kind of a central station, which then peels off and around? I think here, because as we saw with our forestry station, we're gonna have to do like kind of a bend one way and then a bend back to get in. And I don't really want that. So let's start here. A little bit of a visual bug there with the catchment area. That's fine. I'll make it nice and straight and long here, with enough room to, for the future, I see us having at least 4, if not more. And they'll all come in. We might rework that, but just to kind of keep that space there. And then nice and straight at the end, coming out, we'll go almost to the bottom, and then back up to join with this straight section here. Like that. Is that even? Okay. Now the question is, how do we join from here to here? I guess maybe we do a bridge, although with 93 coins, I'm not sure we'll have enough, but I think that's cheaper than a tunnel. Yeah, a tunnel is $3.99, that's absolutely out of the question. But a bridge is only $1.49, so I guess we'll be going bridge. So this would actually, let's see, this is going to come straight through to here. On the other side, and then down to there, like that. Okay. And we're not even going to be using this bit of track yet, so I could just destroy it, but I think we'll put a bridge in. How much does it cost? $139? Okay, so a little bit more money roll in. 143 we got. Well, give us ourselves a little bit of a cushion here, so we don't bring all of our trains to a screeching halt. Okay, it's coming along. Alright, 151. I think I'll be happy with that. And there you go. You can see this is the shortest length bridge you can have that just goes over a section of track. Now, it could be shorter if, for example, I built hills up here. And so there was just kind of a straight bridge connecting 2 hills. That would be fine too. But if everything's the same height, then you're going to need at least, what is this, 7 tiles? With the middle tile being the only safe place you can go under. And cool, 149, we'll do that. And then once you build a bridge, you get these options. We can go wooden, stone, or iron. Although obviously we don't have enough for these other ones. And bridges themselves have a top speed, as does the track you're laying. All the track we're laying so far, and the only track we have access to in this era, has a max speed of 50 miles an hour. This bridge only has a max speed of 31 miles an hour. And this red is telling me that it's actually not taking full advantage of the track, which is fine because, you know, no track goes that slow. It would be nice to build a stone so we don't lose speed, but we don't have the funds, so we're just going to go wooden. We'll select it and hit OK, and there's our bridge. And we are officially ready to start delivering to this station. We do need a train, though. And I think first I will signal it up. So how's our signals going to work? We'll do one on the entrance and exit, as we always do. We'll do an 8 long around the main throughways. As I said, these go only up to the intersection, so it didn't come out to here because it sees the intersection here, and that's as far as it goes. Alright, we'll do one to start each of these directions. And then one coming out here. And then good, that looks fine to me. Okay. No traffic really around the depot, so I'm not going to worry about signaling that up yet. Okay, so down here, one coming right at the exit. I like having a signal right at the exit of a turn. That way, you know, as soon as the train is out of the way, then another train can go. So as quickly as possible, we get going once a train has made a turn and gone. So I like having a signal right at the exit of a intersection. All right, and that'll join up here, and I won't quite put a signal here. And as we talked about last episode, that'll give a slight priority to any trains already on the main highway. So this train coming out, it won't go until it's clear all the way forward and all the way back to here, which should minimize the amount of times that a train already at full speed has to slow down and wait for a train getting on. Okay, cool. And all right, there goes the bullet. Actually looking like a bullet in 3 times speed. Let's go to our depot. I think we have enough for a train here. We'll go with the porter. That's all we can afford. And we are going to grab timber. Only 1 car available. So we'll just grab basically as long and as heavy as we can afford here. So we're at 142 out of 168. So actually a 29... If we buy one more, the train will be too heavy when it's filled. It'll be okay when it's unfilled. It'll be too heavy when it's filled. And is it worth it just to carry 7 extra logs? I mean, what we don't want is the train slowing down other trains because it's going slowly. By the way, we don't know how this train is going to get over here. I guess I'll put in a turnaround here. Which is kind of an odd place for one, but I think it's better than back here because this will just get a little bit too busy. And then to come in, it'll come in here. Yeah, so I don't see this train slowing anyone down yet, so we're going to go ahead and boost it a little right now. Well, yeah, 29. I'm doing this math right, first of all, right? 162. Yeah, it's just going to be over by 3 tons, which is a drag. But we'll do it. Yes, it's going to be 3 tons over. I don't know how much that's going to affect our speed, since we're only barely over the limit, or if it's just a flat penalty you get. I guess we'll find out. I'll call this timber. I'll have to get more creative with future timber trains. Your orders are going to be to come down to the sawmill here. It will know automatically to grab the timber, because that's all it can carry. And then you're going to come here. And I won't start you yet, because you don't have a safe... Well, you can get to the timber mill, yeah, so go ahead and get started. But I do need to build a way for you to get back. And let's see, where do I want to do that? Would it look cool if these were kind of side by side? Yeah, I think this will be fine. Why isn't this working? Did I misjudge this? No, okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then you'll actually have to come from here. I want to delete this little section here. Okay, so we've got another turnaround, and we'll put a signal here, so, well, we'll do the 8, which will put one at the top for us as well. Okay. And we've got one in the middle. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I think something might be off, but I would need to think about it for a bit. You're not going to go to there. This is kind of an excessively big block here now. So I think I will maybe close it off. I'll let you get out early if it's clear ahead. Oh no, I'll let you get out early if it's only clear behind you and you can come out and wait. That'll be fine. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. And you're already going timber. Let's see how you're looking here. You are going to head for the sawmill. Speed it up a little bit. So far, so smooth. Train in the background. Looks like it's going to Irvine for a passenger pickup or drop-off. Using the turnaround to get into the sawmill. Sawmill's plugging away. Alright, full load it looks like. And then off to, yeah, we got a lot of turnarounds. I don't usually have this many turnarounds, but I also don't usually go this wide, so maybe it'll work out okay. And you're gonna be the first train to use our bridge here, actually. It's a bit steep, unrealistically steep, I would say. Do you even slow down on it? Yeah, okay, so your max speed now is only 39, so it does appear like it's a gradual change, which I'm happy for. So going a little bit over the weight, not the end of the world. And in fact, somehow you're going 40 out of 39 right now. It might have been riding the momentum of coming downhill. I'm not sure what's going on there, but that's a penalty we can live with, I think. For the 7 extra pieces of timber. And here our coins start coming in. You can see the tool works here. It's converting every 4 pieces of timber into 2 coins. You'll see them pop up as it does it, I believe. Am I too close? Oh, I'm too close. Okay. So there's the 2 tokens. And you can see them showing up here. So we've got 12 tokens. Now, what does that mean for us? It means we can actually start thinking about a different type of train. We can get this 460 Baldwin at some point because it uses timber coins to unlock. It does still run off the green coins, so we have to keep making that, but it's got a lot more power. It can carry... It goes a little bit faster, and it can carry... Let's see, what is this? 164 extra tons, whereas this one can only carry 103 extra tons, 113 extra tons. So that's an extra, you know, what did I say? That's like an extra 50 tons of capacity. So this might be something we'd want to use for, you know, coal or timber, things that run a little bit heavier. Yeah, coal actually is quite heavy. 36 tons for one of these. Also costs us timber. So maybe we save up and our coal train is a 460 Baldwin that uses these Lintz wagons. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get the line set up then for that coal, I guess. Now, do we want the coal to simply join our existing line? Or should it go more direct? It is kind of a waste. Or maybe our coal should come from way up here and jump on? No, that seems kind of excessive. Now, instead of joining the main line, the coal could just come straight along here. Let's see. Or maybe just come straight along here, pull up, and join around here somewhere. We could maybe build a tunnel or a bridge here, have it go under, and then join this line. Yeah. It's a little janky, potentially. But I think it'll be okay. I just realized we kind of did this backwards. It kind of would make more sense to come out this way and jump right on this line here. But then again, half of our trains are coming out here, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, we'll build our coal mine so it heads just this way, comes up here, and jumps on the line around here somewhere. So let's get our station going. Do it right up against another visual bug with the catchment area there. But I think we understand what it's trying to tell us. So you will come in just straight down from here, I suppose. Would make sense. Maybe even go one more back. Yeah, I do want to leave space to keep the signal in. But I don't need another signal, so I'll come here. Signals cannot be on tracks that overlap. So I cannot put a signal on this block here or this block here. It has to be a single track on its own. And it'll let you get pretty darn close, like you can see how far up the signal is here. But this block now cannot support a signal. So I'll keep it as it is so we can use this signal here and have space for 2 more here. And this is just going to come straight down and in. Like that. And to get out, we'll do 2 on the outside for potential future expansion. And then just come right back. Kind of stay alongside the track. Well, hold on. I want this to be able to go out either direction. And actually, mainly, it's going to need to go this direction. So we could either put another turnaround here yet again, or instead, I think I might use a tunnel or bridge to get over, and then, yeah, go that way. So in that case, I will go right alongside this one. I think that might look cool. And if we go right alongside, a tunnel is out of the question. So we failed deforestation, unfortunately. We didn't quite have enough time. Hopefully we get another mission. Our progress is -2 out of 3 for the station extensions. It's interesting. Once the money comes in, we're certainly going to be building those. There's no time limit on that one. So tunnel is out of the question, both for money, but also because you need 1 wide on each side. You can see that track is in the way, but if we went over here and did it from the right spot, no problem. We just don't have enough money. But we do have enough money for the wood. Oh, no, we don't. 150 for this one. Kick up the time a little bit. We'll build everything but the bridge, and hopefully by the time we're done, we've got enough. So that's how that's going to look. Okay, happy with that. Get some signals in here. Actually, I should just start with the 8s. There we go. And yeah, from there it'll already be ready to go. I see all this kind of causing some problems. It's a little bit of an eyesore. And I think the throughput will get hurt at some point. We will get a signal right on the exits here. And, you know, I guess we want to maybe consider throwing a chain on these. I'll put a signal on the exits here. And then I'm going to convert these to chains so they don't enter unless they can get out where they're going. And so I'll convert this one to a chain. That way it looks at not just this signal and that signal, but also this, essentially this one and then these 2. So I want you to be able to get all the way out of the intersection before you enter it. Okay. And how's our money? Still not there. You know, I feel like it should be picking up quite a bit here. Oh great, there's a building way up here. That's totally out of our catchment range. Yeah, not even close. Yeah, I think eventually we're going to have to bulldoze this house so they can expand this way. And we can extend our road, more importantly. And maybe get the road down and across. That's another reason why I like the straight lines, is a road can cross a straight line track, where it cannot cross a curved track. How about over here? Cool, we've got some expansions, but they're in our range, but it looks like they're building this way, which will not be good for us. And then El Paso, it just expands right before our very eyes and is still in range. Excellent. So El Paso is sort of becoming a respectable building. Or town, that is. Or station, I should say. Respectable, profitable station. I'm sure it was always a great town. Okay. Okay, our money there for a bridge has come in, and we'll build it right there. Yeah, just wooden for now. It's all we can afford. We'll upgrade it when we can. And we'll throw on the last extra signal. And we'll put one more, just so we don't give priority to the guys coming down the bridge. Or should we? I mean, it seems like we got a speed boost. Yeah, maybe we will give a slight priority to anyone coming down the bridge. So they don't stop with half of their cars, you know, maybe hanging over the back here. Okay. So now, have we earned enough timber tokens to get this train going? It looks like maybe we have, actually. 460 Baldwin. And you're going to grab coal in these. Oh, sweet, we got a reward. It's well timed. We'll take the 20 tokens, that's for sure. And the 100 cash tokens. And now we got a coal mission, good. So we'll get a few extra coal tokens just for doing what we were already going to do. Okay, now the question is, how far do we go here? I guess as much as we can afford. Our weight is an exact match right now. So this will go well over. We don't want to slow down that much. We'll stay at 47, even though other trains on the line might slow us down. But we'll keep our Baldwin right at weight, I think. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, these old trains are hitting their weight well before we come anywhere near our length that we've prepared for. But as we progress through the eras, we are going to have longer and longer trains, and I think it's easier to prepare for that now than it is to tear up a bunch of track or re-signal things and what have you. So, train 5. Old Coley. We'll come down to our coal station, which should already be generating coal. It's already at max. We'll add an order for that, and you're going to come to the toolworks. Go. And this is a new train, so let's go take a look at old Coley here. Already flying out of the gates. Doesn't look that much different from the Baldwin. Or, sorry, is this the Baldwin? Got the Porter and the Baldwin. Yeah, that's the Baldwin, and then we have the Porter. You know, it's funny, the train info screen does not give you the name of the train type. As far as I can tell. Not even a tooltip mouse over. So you really kind of have to remember the names for doing things like replace. Because say, there's this replace window where you can kind of en masse create some settings to replace trains. The names are here. But as this list gets long, or you might want to look at one of your trains and say, oh yeah, I want to replace these, but I don't exactly know or remember what the name of this train is. Not even under statistics, but anyway, I would like to see that get added in somewhere. On the info screen, preferably. So anyway, here goes old Coley. We'll see if he can make it there smoothly without slowing down or slowing anyone else down. A little bit of slowdown around the curve. And you can actually see, yeah, quite a bit. You can actually see that by clicking on the train. If I mouse over it, max 37 speed at this, you know, turning radius for this type of track. 50 over here, yeah, so you can see 37, 37. 50, I don't know, I guess any turn is 37, so it's, you can't really, that is one thing about this game, you can't really make turns more or less gradual. It just depends on when you want to start the turn. So even this, which we made nice and wide, it's going to have a 37 mark in here. Yeah, but I guess you give yourself more time at 50? I don't know. But old Coley pulling in. He does not... Oh, he has a full load, great. Our money is going up, so the extra operating cost of these two new trains not hurting us yet. And this is why we have the bridge. You can see these trains were able to cross, with neither one had to slow down. I mean, Coley had to slow down just to get up the bridge, but far less than he would have if he had to come to a complete stop to wait at a signal. We've got our cities in the background, someone pulling into Irvine, hopefully making us some money. And just one more train until we get this reward, which is 25 lumber tokens, timber. Alright, pulling into Torx, and there's someone coming in right behind him, so we might already consider extending this to a second station. Just so no one has to wait to get in. See how fast this happens. And we could increase unloading speed here, which we might do if for no other reason than to progress towards our reward, but that -2 is odd to me. Yeah, I think we will do a freight station. That makes sense. Oh, we don't have the coins for it. Okay. And as we get that timber up, a restaurant would be nice at some of our busier stations. Increase the capacity, which Won't really help us because we're picking them up fast enough, but the income would be nice. 25% boost. And yeah, since we have cash, it's really lumber we're waiting on. We will extend the station. We'll do it like this. This is kind of why we have at least one straight out. Is this two straight out? And that should be able to join up here. Great. And then this can join up, say, to here. We'll signal this up. And once we get to 3 and 4, we'll probably redesign these, but for now, for 2, this will work. And we'll do a signal here, one here, and one here. So they get. We want to push them out as fast as possible, and as soon as it's clear to go, just start going, because our trains are the same speed. So the amount of time it takes a stop train to accelerate and catch up should hopefully not be faster than it takes a train to get to the next signal. So once they pull out, they'll wait here if they need to, and then move on. And you know, maybe we delete this or move it up. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, and how I want this to work. So he's going to pick one side. If they're all available, he'll pick whatever's the shortest route, I believe, is how I've seen it work. So now Coley here should automatically know to go to this one. And as far as I know, he does, but I'm not 100% certain he knows that. I don't know if he might occasionally wait here and stop at this red signal. So I might just leave it as is for now, or what I might do is force them to make sure with a series of chain signals. So what I've just done is, let's see, I'm actually gonna spread this out a bit. Go there, and we'll destroy this one. So a train is going to approach the station, and this chain signal is going to be green if either of these terminals are open. And by using chain signals, I'm guessing I don't want it to move forward unless it's going to go to an open slot. I don't want to risk that it'll wait at a red signal and potentially clog the other direction. And the reason I have this second set in here is to kind of just speed up entry. So as soon as the train comes through, it's going to check the signal, and say it comes down here. This signal will also be green because this is open. And say there's a train right on its heels. Normally that train would have to wait until he was all the way in the station, because this would have been the same block all through here. But these chain signals kind of split up that block. So as soon as the train is clear of this little tiny section here, another train will go, assuming there's an open bay for it to go into. So it'll just kind of reduce any potential delays with getting in if trains are coming in one right after another. Okay, so that Toolworks is making us coins for both. We've got our delivery coal mission. And yeah, see how it goes. Maybe we want to go for the extensions. I kind of want to build a restaurant at our biggest hub. Even though Irvine is sort of expanding in ways away from us, the income boost would be nice. How's Baltimore looking? Yeah, Baltimore was also kind of going out that way. Maybe we go El Paso. El Paso seems to be the only cooperative town, although it is also moving back that way. Given that Irvine seems to have the most passengers, or is that still true? You've got 12 buildings? Oh, you've got 14 now. We've got all of them in here, so I guess Baltimore is our main station now. Yeah, the Bullet just picked up 44 passengers. Huh. Yeah, we might have to... Maybe. I think bulldozing is the way to go eventually. So let's get a restaurant in here and see what it does to this -2 number over here. Increase capacity. Oh man, seems like we're jumping the gun a bit on this. Yeah, I think we are, because our cash is actually pretty good. If we can boost our timber token production, that would be nice, because I'd like to move over to the faster trains. We've got 183 waiting here, which means we're not quite picking it up as fast as this forestry can support. I'm sure it could support 2, maybe even 3 of these trains. Maybe even 4. We've got a bunch of timber waiting here. Yeah, I think maybe we'll look to invest that timber in another one of timber. Another timber train, another logger train. Hell, even another coal train. Yeah, we can totally support that. It'll just come down to the operating costs. So we want to make sure that we're still making more money than it costs to run these trains. Otherwise, everything comes crashing down. Alright, so I guess we'll think about that, and we'll consider how to expand next episode. We will, I suppose, finish off our quest. We'll certainly buy another train, maybe 3 or 4 trains. Get some restaurants put in, try to increase what we're spending, maybe expand the toolworks if we need to. If we're going to have, 2 to 3 more trains coming in. Yeah, but there's the basic expansion of a station. And I kind of want to see... There's timber. Here comes old Coley. Yeah, we only have 2 trains using it. So we won't see this come into play very much. But next episode, when we have potentially 4 or 5 trains using the station, we'll see this kind of split. Hopefully get more use. There it comes. You can see the little signals flip up. There's one little tool workshop. Some guy unloading all these trains. Actually, here's one station extension I would like to get. It's going to be worth it. This is the freight station. Yeah, we'll spend our 80 on that. Unload faster. Make money faster. Well, and what did that do to our number? We're at -1. That's not a good sign, so we need 4 more of these. Not sure how that happened. There goes Okoli. And you can see, I don't know if you got a look in the background, but Okoli unloaded pretty damn fast there. Cargo and goods. Alright, cool. Well, I think we'll leave it there, and I thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.